Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you guys a video for my personal project, which is on the topic of psychology, personal development, and spirituality. Through this project, I want to help others strive towards ultimate happiness as inspired by spiritual teachings within Buddhism. So basically in this video, I will be covering the three main steps that I believe you would need to follow in order to try to live a happier and less stressful life. And I know there's no exact definition of happiness since we all have, different ideas of what that should look like. But as I said, I will be taking inspiration from spirituality and more specifically Buddhism. And the ideas conveyed in this video will mostly be stemming from basic Buddhist principles. Before I get started, I also wanted to specify that Buddhism isn't like the other main religions that you might be more familiar with. Buddhism is definitely less dogmatic in the sense of it doesn't have as many do's and don'ts, and it's a lot more flexible, kind of go with the flow, and it's more of a way of living life than a strict religion, which is what I really like about it. So it definitely fits more under the spiritual umbrella than the religious umbrella. So first of all, I will be talking about physical health and more specifically diet, physical activity, and sleep. So in terms of diet, you are what you eat is a cliche that I'm sure many of you have heard many times. But have you ever taken a moment to just fully take in how meaningful that statement really is? What you feed your body is literally what your cells will reproduce themselves from. You are giving your body energy through food. And although the ultimate diet is, of course, debatable and everyone has different ideas of what a good diet looks like, I think a few general rules to stick with can be limiting meat, not necessarily going vegetarian, even though that's something I have done and I've been doing for the past year and a half. Lots of fruits and vegetables and less processed junk food. So just in general, try eating as much nutritious and fresh food as possible. In terms of exercise, I think you should try to aim for at least about half an hour to a full hour of exercise every day. Exercise keeps your body moving, your blood flowing, your muscles working, and the release of endorphins you get from exercise can really generally affect your mood and make you feel better. And of course, sleep. That is something I admit I still really need to work on, but sleep is really important because that is when your body reconstructs itself, and making sure you get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night will definitely do your body a huge favor. If you're not getting that already, I promise it will make such a difference in the way you function, the way not just your body works in terms of movement, but also your brain. It's faster, it's sharper. Sometimes lack of sleep can literally be the thing to set off a mental breakdown. So, our ultimate goal here is obviously inner happiness. But to reach that ultimate ideal stage, you first need to ensure that you cover your basic needs. And you can't expect to elevate to that level if you're still missing out on the basic foundation and stepping stones. So, to try to reach that best level of mental and soulful health, you want to make sure that you tend to your physical health and physical needs first, because once you've got those covered, you are ready to move on to the next, and then the next, and the next, and the next, and eventually you reach what we are aiming for, which is ultimate happiness, otherwise known as nirvana in the Buddhist vocabulary. The people you spend your time with might affect you a lot more than you think. Your group of friends, the people you hang out with and talk to every day, shape your thoughts and opinions and influence your actions. Basically, the concept that we are trying to understand here is that in every friendship or relationship we have, no matter whether it's romantic or not, we invest a certain amount of time and energy into it. Now, what I want you to do is take a moment to step back and evaluate all the relationships in your life, or the main relationships in your life. So think family members, close friends, groups of friends, maybe a romantic partner. How much of your time and energy do they consume? And is it really worth it? Are they all worth it? My personal advice is to try to take a bit of a break. See how many of these friends actually reach out to you, check in with you, and show you that they care. Because you might be surprised by how many people you used to do so much for wouldn't do the same for you. And that's just a good way to figure out what kind of toxic and one sided friendships you need to cut out of your life, because you've been spending unnecessary amounts of effort on. We pick up habits, thoughts, opinions, even from our friends. So make sure that the people you do surround yourself with are a positive influence. And while it's normal sometimes when you come back home and you're alone after hanging out with your friends, it's normal at times to feel a little like drained, because there is a limit to how much people want to socialize, and that's completely normal. It's okay sometimes if you feel tired, if you feel like you need some extra alone time to just recharge, that's okay, that's normal. But if you find yourself many times feeling drained with that little feeling of anxiety at the back of your mind, perhaps after having hung out with some people, maybe those are just not the kind of people that you should be hanging out with if you want to work on your own happiness. And that doesn't necessarily mean cutting people dramatically out of your life, but try maybe that person that made you feel good, that gave you positive energy, good vibes. Try hanging out with them a little more. Try spending some more time with them and less time with shallow friendships and just overall people who don't bring out the best type of energy in you. Now, this is the part that I really wanted to get to. And in Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths are what they consider, I guess, it's the essence of the whole Buddhist philosophy. The Four Noble Truths are: suffering is universal, origin of suffering is attachment, the cessation of suffering is attainable, path to the cessation of suffering is detachment. And I'm about to explain to you guys why detachment really is the path to happiness. So, to a lot of people, happiness is connected to something physical or something temporary. So, think about, for example, you got a new car, a nice car. You got some new clothes, a new pair of shoes. You just bought a house, or something you really like, an object, something materialistic. You're gonna be happy when you initially buy it, of course, and you might be happy for a while, some people for longer than other people, but eventually that happiness will fade. You will no longer be thinking about that. That thing will no longer bring that same happiness that it once did. So then what do? You look for other ways to find happiness. Perhaps you just keep buying more of that thing. You keep buying more clothes, more cars, more makeup, more whatever you like. And again, it makes you happy, but only temporarily. You're only happy for a while after buying that thing. And that is why you're never satisfied with buying stuff. You're always going to want more, because we have this place in our soul that gets filled every time we do something that makes us happy. Happiness, a lot of times, it's connected to an object, but it can also be connected to a person. And a lot of us put our happiness in something, in an object, or in a person. In a person, it's the same concept. And this might sound a little hard to comprehend at first. Like, what do you mean you don't want me to be attached to my own family members, to my own best friends? No. The fact is, you should not be attached to them. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still love those people just as much. I love all my friends, all my family members so much, but I'm still working on it, but I'm trying my best every day to detach myself from them. And like, I'm serious. Do not get me wrong. Detaching doesn't mean distancing yourself from them. It just means you need to think of it in the way of, I love that person. I love them. I will appreciate every moment that I spend with them. Just focus on the present. Today, I get to spend this day with my loved one. It is great. We are having fun. I am happy. But I accept that I don't know what the future holds. And I am prepared that whatever the future brings me, it is what it is. I love this person now, and they will always be part of my heart. But I accept that life brings us challenges, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just going to enjoy the present, make the most of every moment. But if tomorrow I lose something, if I lose someone, I'm not going to lose myself. I am my own person. I have my own soul and my own energy, and I can share that with others as much as I want. I can include others in my circle of love, but I do not depend on others for my own sanity and for my own well being. I love you, I appreciate you, and I cherish you. But whatever fate brings us, whatever challenge life hands us, I will try my best, but I will accept things that are beyond my control. So basically, we worked our way from our physical needs, treating our body like a temple. Once you tend to the external needs, you can start building on and moving on to your internal needs. We have covered the influence of people around you, how to protect your energy, how to keep your vibes as positive as possible, how to only include the best types of relationships in your personal life, and last of all, the mindset that will take you the furthest in life. This is nirvana, ultimate happiness. You let go of any detachment. Once you don't depend on anything else external for your happiness, you have found the key to permanent, ultimate happiness. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope that it helped you understand some things, maybe at least gave you something to think about. Be sure to send me an email, or if you personally know me, come up to me, talk to me, text me, anything like that. If you ever need to talk, if you have any more questions, if you want any advice, I am free and I'm open. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and have a wonderful day. Bye guys!